I got an email today from somebody who subscribed to my newsletter, and she was asking about cross training and hoping that I could answer a quick question from her. She says that she runs 5 to 6 days a week with cross training or rest days mixed in there, and 2 to 3 strength training workouts weekly as well. And then she says, what are my thoughts on cross training? She uses an example of an hour spin class to cross train to get the legs going and take a break from the pounding. And my thoughts are cross training works for you if it works for you. The answer is almost always it depends. And for me, I very rarely do any cross training other than like a super short bike commute or a walk. And I would barely consider those cross training. They're more like maybe active recovery. They're stimulating but not fatiguing, and they're barely stimulating. But for me, I'm running at the upper tolerable limit of my abilities. I'm running about 80 miles a week right now. For the last 2 months, I'm averaging about 70. So that's my upper tolerable limit. If I would do 80 or 85 or 90, I would probably start getting to the point of diminishing returns with volume. So this upper tolerable limit is a really important benchmark that you need to know about if you're really serious about your training. For cross training, for me, I don't cross train because I'm pretty much running or resting, basically. For people who aren't able to run as much as they potentially could physically because maybe time constraints or they simply can't run 80 miles a week. Cross trainings are a super good option because, like this person said, it's a way to work on your aerobic power, your aerobic fitness without doing a lot of damage to the legs. So this is minutes of quality work that is improving your fitness, that's not hindering your running at the same time. So if you're not running as much as you can, physically as much as you can, cross training is a really good idea. If you're running basically as much as you can physically run, it's probably a better idea to run and rest. But like bike rides are easy bike rides are super relaxed. They're mentally very nice to do. Walks are mentally very nice to do. And I recommend my athletes take walks and bike rides, go canoeing, whatever. I recommend they do that when they feel like it because it's almost like a relief. It's a weight off your shoulders to do something physical that's not training. But if you were to take these activities and take them up a notch to the point where they might be considered training or very close to it, then you need to be mindful of your activity level, your amount of recovery, true recovery. I'm a believer that doing something stimulating, like a jog, no matter how easy it is not enhancing your recovery. It's giving you more stimulation for adaptation. So there's a lot that goes into it. You need to be very mindful of your workload, your training load, and see if cross-training fits in there. For many people, if they are up for it, they might be better off doing a 30-minute jog versus a 60-minute spin class. If you're super serious about your running, running more is one of the best ways to improve. So you got to take that into consideration. But if it's appropriate, cross training is super. Mentally, it's a nice thing to do. Physically, it's a way to build your fitness without further damaging your legs. You're still benefiting from it. You just need to do it at the right time.